Okay guys, in my last video I talked about this pocket knife right here and how many watch batteries it had opened. I want to introduce you to somebody. This man right here is Mr. Lee Atkinson, and that's his wife, Miss Eleanor. Well, Mr. Lee Atkinson came to work for my family around 1968, 1969 when my dad first opened. But let me tell you about this man right here. So Mr. Lee was a Navy medic in World War II. He was actually one of the people that stormed the beaches of Normandy. And he stayed in the Navy until he was released in 45, 46, right in there. But the Navy had a program back then. Instead of just releasing soldiers and people back into society, they would train them in a trade the last year that they were in the military. So you could be a carpenter, a plumber, some kind of skilled laborer. Well, Mr. Lee decided he would take watch repair and jewelry making. And the United States Navy sent him to school to learn how to do watch repair. So when he graduated in 45, 46, he was what they call decommissioned out of the Navy as a medic. And he came to work, or came back home to the Ainer area in South Carolina, and he opened a watch repair shop. Well, that lasted for maybe 10 or 15 years, and then he met my father through another man named Frank Causey and Benny Holbrook. They all met together, and Mr. Lee was the watch repairman and jewelry repairman, and Mr. Frank Causey, Mr. Benny Holbrook were all jewelry store owners. And my dad, who was out of the Navy about that time, he was also Mr. Benny Holbrook's manager. Anyhow, my father bought out Mr. Holbrook, and Mr. Lee came to work with him in 68, 69. And he worked here for 43 years. And that's where this old watch, this old pocket watch comes from. How about that? This man right here was a Navy medic, and he was in World War II, and he was taught to do watch repair by the United States Navy. And he worked with my family for 43 years. He was a really cool guy. He could play a harmonica like you'd never heard in your life. He has 2 children. He has Anthony and Ava Lee. They both still live in Ainer. And matter of fact, Anthony is retired military, and Ava Lee is retired RN, and she worked in labor and delivery. So, life well lived, Mr. Lee Atkinson and Miss Eleanor, his pride and joy. Hope you enjoyed this. If you do, like it, give it a thumbs up, share it with other people, subscribe if you can. Y'all have a good day.